I thought when I was young, I said, everything's possible. Now I know not everything's possible. When you have something, you have to think about, you have to consider about the others. You have to consider about the customer, society, your employees, your shareholders. I really like I don't know why at 12, 13 years old, that time I suddenly fell in love into the language, the English. And there's no place you can learn English at that time. There's no books, English books. So I went to the Hangzhou Hotel, now called Hangzhou Shangri-La Hotel, because that was the hotel can receive the foreign visitors. So every morning for 9 years, I showed them around as a free guide, and they taught me English. And I think that changed me. Today, I'm 100% made in China. I've never got a one-day train outside China.
Yeah.
And when people talk to me, say, Jack, how can you speak English like that? Why sometimes you talk like an Western guys? I think that was the 9 years. These Western tourists opened my mind, because everything they told me are so different from the things I learned from the schools and from my parents. So now I have a habit. Whatever I see, whatever I read, I use my mind. When I graduate from universities, and before for 3 years I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So to me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I know I'll be rejected. I just don't want to say that. We grow from nothing to this size. And 15 years later, I want people to know about Alibaba, know Taobao, because it's already everywhere. I want 15 years ago, when we talk about what is e-commerce, why small business can using this e-commerce, this internet, can do business across the nation. And I hope 15 years later, people forget about e-commerce because they think it's like electricity. Nobody thinks it's a high tech today. Now, this is something that I don't want 15 years later, we still walk on the street talking about why and how e-commerce can help people. For e-commerce, the most important thing was trust. I think when I first went to USA for raising money, talk to the venture capitalists, a lot of people say, oh, Jack, no. China doing business by the guanxi. How can you do business on internet? And I know that without the trust system, the credit system, it's impossible to do business. So in the past 14 years, everything we do is trying to build up the trust system, the record system. Well, Charlie, I'm so proud today. When I talk to the young, today in China and in the world, people don't trust each other. The government and people and media and everybody think, this guy's cheating. But because of e-commerce, we finish 60 million transactions every day. People don't know each other. I don't know you, I send products to you. You don't know me, you wire the money to me. And I don't know you, I give a person a package, I don't know him. He took something to cross the ocean, cross the river, and send. This is the trust. We have at least 60 million trust happening every day. I thought when I was young, I said, everything's possible. Now I know not everything's possible. When you have something, you have to think about, you have to consider about the others. You have to consider about the customer, society, your employees, your shareholders. There are so many things that I think if you continue to work hard, there's possibility. And I just feel that I'm enthusiastic about what we are doing. At the beginning, for the first 5 years, I just want to survive. But later, I think, wow, so many people's life changed. I was so excited, for the first 3 years, we made zero revenue. Zero revenue. But we are so excited to continue to work. You know what happened? I remember many times when I go to a restaurant have dinner, somebody came, when I was trying to pay the bill, the owner of the restaurant came to say, "Sir, your bill is paid by someone." And the small note say, "Hey, Mr. Ma, I'm your customer of Alibaba Group, Alibaba platform. I made a lot of money, and I know you don't make any money. I pay the bill for you." And I remember one day that I was sitting somewhere in the coffee, somebody sending me a cigar. I don't smoke cigar, but there's a note that, "Thank you very much, I'm your customer." And I remember in the Taobao days, I was at the Shangri-La Hotel in Beijing. When I get on the taxi, the man who opened the door for me, the boy at the gate, he said, "Jack, thank you very much. I'm service here. My girlfriend makes more money than I do on your site." And this is something that that it's not amazing. If you don't do it, nothing is possible. If you try to do it, at least you have the hope. I think because of the name for Alibaba, we are internet company, happen to be in China. We have the same spirit and entrepreneur spirit like every great entrepreneurs in the world. And I remember the day when I started Alibaba, we want to have a mission helping small business doing easier. So next step is today, so many millions of small business using our platform to sell things, and over 300 million consumers buy things from our site. Cheapest, efficient. So what I'm thinking about, how we can make Alibaba a platform for global small business. My vision is that if we can help a Norway small business can sell things to Argentina, and Argentina consumers can buy things online from Switzerland, and we can build up which I called I don't know, maybe not right word, called EWTO. The WTO is great past the century. But WTO helps so many big companies to sell things across the nation. Today, internet can help small business sell things across the oceans, across the nations. And I hope that we can serve 2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers. We can help 10 million small business outside China. Help them
Outside China.
Outside China, because we help the American farmers in Washington State almost 300 tons of cherries to China last year. Cherries. Before we sell, the ambassador of US came to me and said, "Jack, can you help us selling cherries?"
In China.
I said, "What cherries and the fruits?" He said, "Why not?" I said, "Why not? Let's try." So that when we start to sell cherries, the cherries still on the trees. So we start a pre-order, 80,000 families order cherries online. So we picked up the cherries and ship into China. Within 48 hours, we sell the cherries. The consumers are so happy. But we got a lot of letters complaint after 3 days. They say, "Why only 100 tons? Why we should not get more?" So we sell, 2 months ago, we helped the Costco. We sold 300 tons of nuts to China. So I'm thinking about if we can sell, we're also selling Alaska seafood to China. So if we can sell seafood, if we can sell the cherries, why we cannot help American and European small business selling things to China consumers? China needs that. So this is what I want to do is that 2 billion consumers, China, Asia, developing nations, how we can let them buy things globally. And I was very depressed the day, year 2002 or 3 in the States, when a bit earlier than that. I was very depressed when I could not find out a way for the internet. And then I watched the movie in my friend's home, Forrest Gump. When I see him, I think, this is the guy we should learn from. Believe what you're doing, love it. Whether people like it, don't like it, be simple. And like the word, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you can get, right? I never know I would be here talking to you and talking to Charlie Rose. I never know. But today I made it. I told my people in my apartment 15 years ago, guys, we have to work hard, not for ourselves. If we can be successful, 80% of the young people in China can be successful. We don't have a rich father, powerful uncle. We don't have $1 from bank, 1 cent from government. Just work as a team. I worry about it today. Young people, a lot of young people lose hope, lose vision, and start to complain. Because we also have the same period. Because when it's not a good feeling being rejected by so many people. We also depressed. But at least later we find that the world has a lot of opportunity. How you see the world, how you catch the opportunity. So, in the Hollywood gives me a lot of inspiration. You know? At first, I think many years ago, I want to change the world. Now, I think if we want to change the world, we change ourselves. Change ourselves is more important and easier than change the world. And second is that I want to improve the world. Because my job is to making sure that my team are happy. Because my team are happy, they can make my customer happy. If my customer, they are all small business. When they're happy, we are happy. About women, one of the secret sauce for Alibaba's success is that we have a lot of women. We have 47% of the employees of our company are women.
How many? 40?
47% of our company are women. And we actually had a 51 because we acquired some company these days. They have more men, so balance that.
But these are women in top-level positions.
33% of the management are women, and 24% of the senior management, very top level, are women. We have a women CEO, CFO, CPO, Chief People Officer, and we have everywhere. And I think so comfortable to working with them because women, in this world, if you want to win in 21st century, you have to making sure that making other people powerful, empower others, making sure the other people better than you are, then you will be successful. So I find the women, they think about the others more than they think about themselves. Yeah, women think about the kids, husband, parents, much more than the man. But I believe when you have $1 million, that's your money. When you have $20 million, you start to have a problem. You worry about inflation, which is stock to buy and this, that, had to come. When you have $1 billion, that's not your money. That's the trust society give on you. They believe you can manage the money, use the money better than the government and the others. So I think today, I have the resources, do more things. With the money we have, with the influence we have, we should spend more time on the young people. And I would say, someday I'll go back to teach, go back to school, spend time with the young people and sharing with them what I done. So the money is not mine. I just happily and having these resources, then I want to do better job. I don't think in this world there are a lot of people be rejected more than 30 times. If we, the only thing we never give up, the only thing we're like a Forrest Gump, we keep on fight. We keep on changing ourselves. We don't complain. Whether you are successful or not successful, I find that people, when they finish the job, if they make the mistake, if they fail, if they always complain the others, this guy will never come back. If the guy only check himself, yeah, something wrong with me here, something wrong with me there, this guy has a hope. Thank you.